1 pound POTA challenge. I've been challenged to complete the 1 pound POTA challenge. So what's it about? What kind of gear am I going to use? And what are the rules and how strict are they? Stay tuned. We'll find out. All right, so before we talk about the rules, I do think I need to address a couple of different things. Josh, I'll try to post something up here for him. Kilo India 6, November Alpha Z from Ham Radio Crash Course. He's kind of the brainchild behind this challenge. And if I understand things correctly, he basically set this thing up as a way of challenging himself and maybe a few close friends to go out and activate a Parks on the Air location, or maybe even a summit with a little bit of a different mindset. Now, with that being said, the only other person that I know who has completed this challenge for the 1 pound POTA challenge is going to be Adam K6ARK, which I'm actually going to use some of his kit when I go out and I try to complete this challenge myself. So basically, if you go watch Adam's video, he talks about your gear needs to be under a pound, with the exception of your phone or your tablet or a computer, whatever you're going to use to achieve your digital contact. So your digital interface is kind of exempt. Not necessarily if you're using a digi-rig or anything along those lines, but the tablet or the phone or the computer itself, that's exempt from the weight. Everything else needs to get weighed in, with the exception of the mast. So from what he was talking about, mast is exempt and your computer is exempt. So we'll get that out of the way. Now, if you go check out K6ARK's video, Adam's video, he activated a park in eastern North Carolina, and his gear was so light, he probably could have weighed his phone and it still come in under a pound. But nonetheless, I digress. I don't have some of the equipment that he has, but I will walk through what gear I'm going to take to the park, and I'll start with the radio itself. I'm going to use a QRP LABS QMX. This is a 20 through 80 rig. I'm going to use a 10 through 40 Tufteln end-fed half-wave. I'll probably work this on 40 meters. I'm anticipating 40, but if I got to go to 20, I'll go to 20. My station is going to be powered by one 9-volt lithium battery. Now, my QMX is set up for 12 volts, but I have tinkered around with the radio on FT8, and I made 5 contacts utilizing one 1200 milliamp battery, and I think that based on the cycles, I should be able to get 10 QSOs between one digital, one CW, which that's going to be a bigger challenge for me. I'll explain in a minute. And then hopefully I can get my remaining QSOs in the format of single sideband. Now, the rest of my kit, you're going to notice I don't have a CW key in here. I'm going to have some earbuds so I can hear the stations calling me. This is my wire that's going to connect the battery to the rig. The simple USB-C to USB-C cable is going to help me achieve an interface with the radio and my tablet or my phone to make that FT8 or FT4 contact, and then my coax right here. No key. So what I'm anticipating is going into the QMX, setting up a couple of memories so I can call CQ and then set up a 599 return. Hopefully I'll hear them 599. If not, they're going to get a 599, and I'll be able to close out my CW contact. So the next step we got to take is we got to see if we're going to be able to put all of our gear on a scale and if it's going to weigh less than a pound. It will all go inside of my low pro kit. I'm not weighing this CS60 bag. This bag is actually for a KX2 for Elecraft, but we're going to weigh the rest of the gear out, and I'll do the video showing what everything weighs. So stand by. All right, so let's do the weigh. my logging piece of paper, the QRP LABS QMX, my pencil for logging, my power supply. The antenna. I'm currently at 12.2 ounces. Coax cable. Cable to run my digital. My earbuds, so I have a speaker. Lastly, the K6ARK antenna. 15.3 ounces, and that is not the complete kit. I almost forgot the power cord, so that should take me to 15.5 ounces. I'm a half ounce shy. Hey, so far so good. Okay, so we now know that my kit falls under 1 pound. Now I just gotta wait for a decent day where it's not raining cats and dogs to get out to a park and get things activated. When I do this, I will do lives on a couple different platforms so people can actually witness me doing this as it's happening, and nobody can call foul. So can't wait to see you on the radio. Hope to see you in my log, that little sheet of paper, the day that I finally get out there, and I'll keep everybody posted as to when I'm going to attempt this little feat. So until then, 73, be safe.